So here we have several widgets that are coming from a hard-coded array that we are hosting in our Java code. Instead, we want to get this from the database, right? From a table that doesn't yet exist. The table doesn't exist yet. If we go to schema, we have this database. This is where we're going to be storing our data. Our table doesn't. If I refresh, notice that there are no tables. Right? Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go to widgets, and we're going to start annotating this widget. I notice that there's nothing peculiar about this class, but what I'd like to be able to do is to map this class to a table in the database. So let's do that. The way we're going to do that is by annotating with annotations that are part of the JPA interface. Okay, so if I say entity, notice that it doesn't find it. If I hover over it, it might ask me, okay, it says, do you want me to add JPA to the class path? Right, so yes, download the libraries. Notice that I already downloaded for Maven, right, and put it in the, what is it, .mv, m2 or something, and it's its own directory for Maven. But the IDE doesn't know about it, right, so it downloads its own libraries and adds it to the IDE class path. Okay, it found it. Notice that this is the correct class. All the classes that we're going to be using are under JavaX persistence, right? All right, so this maps this widget class to presumably a table also called the same way, right? For the same class name. The only other thing that we need to do is to annotate. Required is to annotate which of your fields are we going to use for. Which field is the primary key? Right, I'm going to annotate this ID field as my primary key. Yes? Right, so that we can uniquely identify the records. Make sense? So those two annotations are the required ones. You annotate your class as an entity, and you annotate the field which is your primary key. So let's restart the server. If we restart the server in the terminal, hopefully we should see a create statement. There it is. Right. So here's a create statement that it's using, right, to create the table for us. Right. Notice that it used the name of the class as the name of the table. The ID is a primary key, and it was a string, so it declares as varchar. And notice I declared that key as the primary key. Right. If we head over to the database and we do a refresh, we'll notice that now there is at least that one table widget. See that? Right, with the correct columns that we want. Everybody good?